Welcome to We're Having Fun. I'm already peeking out and it's going to go well. It's our new podcast. I'm Mark and I'm with Krista.
Hi.
Hi, Krista. I've never met Krista, but I think we're going to do well together and I think we're going to have fun on this. I'm going to just say we're having fun as many times as possible.
Okay. I mean, it is the name of the podcast, so it makes sense.
You got to have that brand repetition out there.
True. Very true.
It's going to get stuck in people's heads. So what are we doing here? What is podcast?
What is this podcast, I think, is the more appropriate question.
Well, this will be the defining podcast eventually.
Oh, of course.
We're here to have fun. We're going to be going over stuff we enjoy, what we like. That can be movies, music, TV, books, games, food.
Yep. All of that.
Dogs.
All of that stuff.
Places, people.
Oh, are we going that far into it? Wow. Okay.
Space. That's all. That's the entire list. Nothing else.
Now, is it just going to be stuff that we like?
No.
Because, I mean, we can have fun talking about things we don't like.
That's right. Stuff we can have fun with.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're just here to have fun. We just like talking to each other. And we thought, let's let other people listen to us.
Yeah.
Because we're very interesting.
We like having deep conversations.
Nope.
No?
Oh, do we?
These aren't going to be deep conversations? Of course they're not. No, they're not going to be.
Occasionally?
I doubt it. I don't get very deep with conversation anyway, so.
We'll make sure to play deep music when we're going to start talking deep.
Yeah, when it's going to be real serious. We're going to talk very deep. Maybe we should get on to what we're going to be talking about today?
I guess. I was enjoying just meandering around.
I mean, we can meander. We can keep meandering. We're going to do a lot of that, I'm absolutely sure.
That's true, but it'll be fun. First is probably Loki.
Yeah.
It just premiered.
Yes, episode 1 just came out on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched it, of course.
What did you think about that?
I really liked it. I really enjoyed myself.
Uh-huh.
Now, I have never said this before on the podcast, but I've said it elsewhere.
Well,
but
of course you haven't said it on the podcast.
But I've never been much of a Loki fan. I know that there are a lot of people that like Loki, and I was not one of them, but I think this show might make me like Loki.
Yeah. He's enjoyable. I've always liked Loki forever and ever. Not really. In the comics, I haven't really liked him, but in the movies and stuff, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, and I was not, so.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
I guess I have a thing about villains. I have liked him in the more recent ones that he's been in, because I did like him in Ragnarok, and I liked him in, well, I would say I liked him in Infinity War, but he wasn't in there very long, was he?
But man, when he was there.
But when he was.
Great.
So I liked him when he became more of a good guy, I guess. When he had that little bit of a turn. Although he wasn't completely good, because he's Loki. He's not going to be completely good.
He's mischievous.
Yeah. What was he called? Yeah, mischievous scamp. I loved it.
Very appropriate.
Very.
Yeah, I really think it's going to be fun. Just like a time caper, running around through time. So many possibilities.
Oh, definitely.
I think it's going to be great. Because there's a lot of different Lokis out there. Even female Loki.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to.
So do you think that they're going to bring female Loki into the MCU at some point?
Oh, well.
Maybe. Don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it'd go like farther than this.
Yeah. And
That's a good question.
If they did, who would play female Loki?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Okay.
No, I don't know why. I don't know. You got anybody?
Not really. I guess I shouldn't have just thrown out a weird question in the middle of this, but I just thought of it. You mentioned female Loki, and then
I'm on the spot.
In my head.
I mean, if she's in there, well, I guess we'll see. But
I mean, it would probably have to be someone who's not already in the MCU.
Probably, but you never know. The TV and the movies tend to be a little separate sometimes.
That's true.
Because you got like the guy who's going to be Blade was in Luke Cage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was Cottonmouth.
See, I'm going to confess something. I never watched Luke Cage because I didn't really like Jessica Jones. I'm one of the few. So.
Oh, Jessica Jones is great.
I know.
And Luke Cage was good too.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
You should. Well, the second season I didn't enjoy as much. First season, very good.
Okay.
You were an Iron Fist girl, though. I know that.
I have never watched a single episode of Iron Fist. I heard it was real bad.
It sucks.
Oh, no.
Iron Fist was bad, but whatever. This is not my other podcast. But yeah, that Loki shows. It was Owen Wilson. I'll always love Owen Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I don't think I've. Yeah, exactly. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything and not liked him, even if it's been a bad movie.
Yeah, I think you may be right. I really like him also. I like his look in this because you're used to seeing him, blonde hair and everything. But I don't know. I kind of like the grayish hair. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah,
interesting.
He's getting older. He's been through time.
Yeah. So I took notes, by the way.
Oh, did you? I didn't take notes. I was gonna see how it went without taking notes. So what you got?
I did take notes. Just just some stuff. Okay, so every time they say TVA, since I'm from the South, I automatically think Tennessee Valley Authority. So
okay.
So every time they'd say it, I was like, what? Oh, wait, Time Variance Authority. Never mind.
Yeah, but you're going to find out that the actual TVA, that's what they actually are. They're the Time Variance Authority. So it's been a big ruse this whole time.
Yeah. So, also, I made a note of that slow-mo hit in the beginning.
That was good. Yeah, where Loki gets just whacked.
Man.
His face is just vibrating or whatever.
Yeah, and I love it's just like the slow vibrations, and then she's like just putting on the collar, just normal time and everything.
Yeah. And he can feel it in real time.
Oh yeah,
but
definitely.
He's moving at slow time.
I also had a question of what happens to the other people when they reset a timeline? Do those people just get zapped into non-existence?
Like the people that were observing it, or what?
Like when he showed up in the desert after he stole the Tesseract. He shows up in the desert. All those people see him. And then when they put the collar on, they take him away and they reset the timeline, basically. So that he's not there. So all those people who got sucked into a different timeline with him, they're just dead.
Who got sucked into a different timeline with him?
Well, I mean, I would assume that they got sucked into another timeline because when he took the Tesseract, it took him into a different timeline. So all those people who saw him there in the desert, all the people in like that village.
Oh, you mean that I think what it did was it just like reset where they were. I mean, I guess if you're thinking about like
those are just like
that timeline branched off, so there's two different sets of people now, the same people going on two different branches. So I guess technically those people in that branch died.
Yeah.
The whole world died.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But I would just think of it as like they just pretty much got reset and mind wiped to right before he fell from the sky.
Yeah. That's gotta suck.
I mean, if we want to get darker about it, they're all dead and
everyone's dead. Cool.
at least no one's there to mourn it.
That's true.
So we're good. Yeah, that whole universe is gone. But yeah, the multiverse gets real complicated real fast.
Oh yeah, I can see how that would be very complicated.
But I always like a good multiverse story. Seeing alternate versions of people. That's always fun.
We also found out that Loki was D.B. Cooper.
Yeah, and we saw that in the trailer.
See, I don't watch trailers, so
right. But I thought it was going to be part of like the story that like he's traveling through time and he has to play different characters, get money and that's his like alias while he's in this time. But no, it just happened because of a bet with Thor and Heimdall. It's like, oh, all right. But I do like that explanation. I'm just gonna assume that's truth from here on out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, DB Cooper was Loki, and we all know it now. We all know it, so it's that's canon. That's part
life
of
canon.
Life canon.
Put it in the history books.
Exactly.
No more mystery there. You have any other notes?
The only other notes I have about it are that a lot of it reminded me, I don't know why, but it reminded me of Portal 2. I don't know if you got that vibe at all. But I noticed like during the I didn't really hit me about what it was that felt familiar until we were watching the end credits. And the end credits, they show like the little white stick figures, and I know that, white stick figures are it's not like just Portal stuff, but the way it was like running, it made me think it looked like it was running, and it made me think of Portal. And then I realized, they've got numbers on the walls like in Portal. And it's not really Portal 1, it's Portal 2. Mainly the part like when you go back and you're in the earliest portions, the earliest rooms in the facility. So you get the whole all the stuff with
Torg Johnson.
Yeah, Cave Johnson.
Yeah. Oh, Cave Johnson.
Cave Johnson, yeah. When you get all that stuff with him, it made me think of that. And also when he was in the waiting area, when they were like, take a number, and there was all the ropes and stuff, it made me think of that too. Because, when you go through some of the offices and everything, it kind of had that same vibe.
Yeah. And all the like posters on the walls about safety and
exactly.
Yeah, they're kind of silly.
Yeah. So I really liked I liked that. I liked that it made me think of Portal 2 because that's one of my favorite games. So
yeah. It's got a really great aesthetic and everything. I like that everything's kind of still in like the 70s technology wise.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like that too. It reminds me of like Legion, kind of had that same aesthetic in a lot of the series, so I'm a big fan of that stuff.
And then you even have what was it, Miss Minute, the TVA mascot.
That was good. Yeah, that was an enjoyable way to describe it. I'll be interested to see if these, because I guess there actually are timekeepers in the comics. I've never read anything with those in it.
I was going to ask you if that was a comic book thing or if it was just something that they've come up with themselves.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's something that's been in there. This was the first I've heard of them, but I still really want Kang the Conqueror to be part of it. I really thought those three people were his three, like, he has three identities of Kang and Iron Lad and other guy, I can't remember his name, his older version of himself. So I really hope Kang shows up. I know he's going to be showing up in another movie or something, but let's get it started right here.
And also
Loki and Kang would be fun.
Yeah, I know they mentioned like the Nexus, Nexus events and stuff. And I remember back when, when WandaVision first started coming out and people were talking about, oh, she's the Nexus and everything. And I was like, hey, that sounds familiar.
And they had that commercial for that medication that was related to the Nexus or whatever. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's all coming together. All kinds of stuff.
I like that we got that quick little nod to Mephisto also.
Mephisto.
It's
confirmed.
Mephisto.
Mephisto was Loki all along.
God, I still love all of that.
Mephisto will probably eventually show up, but
we were so convinced. Everyone was so convinced. Oh, man.
I'm reaching for anything. My favorite, though, is still from Falcon and Winter Soldier with Don Cheadle's forehead when it, like, wrinkled into an M. Like, Mephisto confirmed.
Don't think I remember that.
I sent you a picture of it because I didn't see it whenever we first watched it, but somebody posted it on the internet. It's great. It makes me very happy.
Oh man, that always is. That made me think of when people were talking about Evan Peters, about gosh, what is his name? Quicksilver. When they were talking about Quicksilver and how he has MOM, and they're like, oh my gosh, multiverse of madness. It's like, no, that's just his actual tattoo that says mom.
Yeah.
But okay, sure.
Loves his mom.
Sure, you can think that's what it means, but
maybe. I mean, it still might. They could have removed them. They remove tattoos a lot, so
it's true. They do.
Maybe they left it in for a reason.
Could have put some makeup on it.
Probably not. But,
oh man, the theories are just—they're so fun.
Yeah. It's theories get out of control. Anything else about Loki?
I didn't have much else. I did write down that they have him as Loki Laufeyson instead of Odinson because he's not Odin's son.
Right, yeah.
Because I was like, all right, cool. I'm sure some people were probably like, what? That's not his name, but no. Also, I bet all the fangirls were freaking out when his clothes just disappeared, just disintegrated.
I know
They're
I
probably all
was.
like, "Oh my god!" I mean, I was fanning myself, so
Finally.
like, thank God, finally some skin in these things. Jeez,
Mhm. Sex sells. What
It
can you
does.
say? But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. It's only 6 episodes
yeah,
again, I think.
it's only 6
so
episodes. Falcon and the
it's very
Winter Soldier was
British.
also. It was only 6.
Yeah, I kind of felt like that one. I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe it did need more. It probably could have fleshed out some stuff with another episode or two, but
Yeah,
it's
probably.
fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
We'll
yeah,
see.
I'm looking forward to what they come up with next. Seeing where it goes.
Yep. And finally getting back to the movies. Next one's in July.
Which one is the next one?
Black Widow.
Black Widow. Okay.
I think it was kind of good. I mean, COVID, of course, was not good
Yeah.
overall. But the delay, I think, is kind of good overall. Reduce a little burnout. And at least it was at a good spot to delay for a
Yeah.
bit since we kind of finished off that chapter.
Yeah.
Phase, whatever.
Yeah. Phase. What was it? 3? Was it
Maybe.
phase 3? Because I think we're.
Can't
I
remember.
think we're starting phase 4 now.
Yeah, that sounds
I
right.
think. It's hard to remember.
That sounds good. I don't know.
Good enough. That's close
First
enough.
one was Avengers. Second one was Ultron. The third one's the Affinity.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I guess this would be 4. Yeah.
Yep.
So what's the big
Yep,
baddie
yep.
gonna be for this one?
I haven't really read anything about it. Kang is a possibility, I guess. There's always Mephisto out
I was
there.
gonna say Mephisto.
I can't think of who else it would be.
Maybe it's gonna
The-
be Scarlet Witch.
Could be.
Maybe she's
Could
gonna be the
be.
big bad.
Could be. I know
Mm.
she's going to be in Doctor Strange's movie, so
Yeah.
maybe she just turns on everybody and just starts murdering.
Maybe.
Just gets to killing.
Gosh, I hope not.
Yeah, rather or not, but you do you, friend. I mean, she did go crazy. Well, she goes crazy all the time. She's done a lot of crazy stuff. So, we'll see. That would be very interesting. Going to introduce a lot of new characters. So, they're going to have to kill off a lot of characters, probably. Or else everybody's not going to fit on the screen.
Yeah, there's gonna just be too many people.
Yeah.
Because I mean, really,
Eternals.
what have they done? They've gotten rid of 3 people.
Yeah. Who we got? We got Cap and Iron Man and Black Widow. Although she has her own movie.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else?
I don't
We've
think. I
lost.
think those are the only ones. Because I mean, Gamora's gonna be back because they have
Yeah.
alternate universe, multiverse,
Mhm.
Gamora, whatever. Which
Yeah.
how is she around still? That's changing timelines. isn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah, I like that he
Yeah, he mentioned the
the
Avengers.
Iron Man had the wherewithal to be like, I'm gonna snap away all of Thanos' army
Yeah.
except Gamora. She might still be good. I don't know.
Yeah, I like how in this episode they talked about, well, the Avengers, that was meant to happen. It's like,
Yeah, they were supposed to.
okay,
They're good people.
sure.
You're a bad person.
You're bad, Loki. You're so bad. You can't do that. We're gonna slap you on the wrist.
How dare you? But I mean, it's not his fault. It was just at his feet. He's gonna grab that.
Exactly, and it's not like he even did that much.
Yeah, and it makes you think about everybody else they bring in. Do they just kill all these innocent people that just happen to get sent through time accidentally?
Exactly, because when Miss Minute was explaining everything, and it was it was like, you might accidentally one day just get onto the wrong timeline. It's like, how does this happen though?
Yeah.
These poor people, you're just going about your day and you suddenly end up in the wrong timeline and you don't even realize
Mhm.
how it happened.
Yeah. But
So weird.
You're disintegrated. Sorry.
Sorry, you gotta go. Bye. We're gonna give you a trial, but then we're gonna murder you anyway. I mean, because what is somebody gonna? I mean, is somebody gonna come in and be like, "Well, I'm not guilty," and they're gonna be like, "Well, you're in a different timeline, so
Yeah.
you are."
I mean, that's all we need. You're done.
exactly. It's like, well, you're here, so obviously you are guilty. It's like, why do you even have a trial?
They didn't give us one of the innocent people going in. They gave us that jerk guy.
Yeah, he's
who
like,
was
I'm not
just
gonna take a number.
Mouthing off. Yeah. Why would you not take a number? Just
Exactly.
take a number. Whatever.
I love how Loki's like,
know.
oh God, where's my number? Which pocket did I put it in?
Well, I think that pretty much covers the first episode.
Yeah, we should
So
probably move along.
To the Heights. In the Heights.
In the Heights.
Yes. And when we were thinking of what our first thing would be to do, we were like, there's so much to do. I don't know. Oh, here's a new thing. Let's do this.
Exactly. Well, this is coming
so we can
out,
think about it.
So
We just got to have time to think. Just got to buy some time. And honestly, I'm glad. I really enjoyed In the Heights.
I did too.
The songs have a whole lot of, feels like Hamilton,
Yeah, it's
He's
very
got that
Hamilton.
same style.
Yeah.
And I thought Lin-Manuel would be in it more, but he wasn't, which was fine with me.
Yeah, I was okay with
Because
that.
everybody else was great. I really enjoyed it.
So I told you that before we watched it, I was going to write down all of the things that I knew about In the Heights before
Right.
we watched it. I was like, it's going to be a very short list.
Yes.
Here's my list.
What's the list?
Things I know about In the Heights. Written by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And then in parentheses, I think before Hamilton, yes?
Yeah. I think
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing it at a Macy's parade years ago. Like, I was doing a rewatch, but...
Okay, then I have the next on the list is it's about Usnavi, who owns a bodega in Washington Heights. So I did get it right. I get that right.
And I love his name, that it was named after the boat, the U.S. Navy boat.
So here we go. My next my next one was he's named Usnavi because the first thing his parents saw when they arrived in America was a Navy ship. Did I make this up? I think I heard it somewhere. So I did recall that at least. And then the last thing I have, it's all about Usnavi because I'm like, that's basically all I know.
Hey.
So the last thing is I wrote, that's it, I guess. Except Usnavi is played by the same guy who played Lawrence and Philip in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Antonio Ramos. And the trailer looked really colorful, which was nice. So much. I knew so much going into it.
Yeah. Hey, that's way more than I had. Mine was just Lin-Manuel Miranda's in it. And that's all I had. So.
And you knew he wrote the music, right? And
yeah,
everything.
I knew he wrote it and all that.
Okay.
But yeah. And that guy, the Usnavi, he acts a lot like Lawrence there. So
yeah, I really like him.
I enjoyed him. Yeah, he's really good.
Which I liked him in Hamilton too. So
Me too. Less as the son. I didn't like him as much as the son, Hamilton's son.
I liked
was
him when he was
fine,
like
but-
9-year-old Philip,
Yeah.
and he does his little rap on his birthday or whatever it
Oh
was.
yeah, yeah,
With Eliza there like beatboxing.
yeah.
But we're not talking about
Forgot
Hamilton.
about
Oh, we gotta stop.
Yeah, that's next week. No, it's not.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, it's possible.
I'm sure we're gonna still talk about it a lot because they're very similar in their musical style, and of course, the same guy wrote them both. So
Yeah.
I kind of equate them in my head together anyway. So
And there's another actor that was in both.
yeah,
Yeah, Mr. Softy. George
Mr.
Washington.
Softy, George Washington. What are you doing here? I was like,
There
what?
for a second, just to mess with Lin-Manuel's character.
Yeah. So I guess Lin-Manuel really likes Christopher Jackson. I think it's his name because he's also
good.
he is good because he's in Hamilton now. He's in the Heights, and he was also in Moana, which you haven't seen
really?
yet. Yeah, but he plays
have not.
he plays Moana's dad.
Oh, okay. I forgot what the premise of Moana was. I was like, I thought The Rock was her. Wait, no, he's not. He's he's a god thing.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. You haven't seen it yet, so
I haven't.
we'll have to
That's
watch
true.
that sometime.
Well, I guess I've seen
on the
about
list.
5 minutes of it at a doctor's office before.
Oh, okay.
But that's it. And
I hope it
didn't-
was a good 5 minutes.
Sure, it was great.
Okay.
That's everything I was hoping. I don't know. They were singing a song about something. I didn't really understand the story at the point. We're too far in.
Okay.
And then the credits were rolling when I left, so
Oh, wow. All right.
I missed it. Where am I? What's happening?
You're on a podcast right now.
Oh, hey, what's up? It had Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Officer Diaz. I can't remember her name. It's like Stephanie Beatrice, maybe?
I don't know. I don't watch
Stephanie
Brooklyn
something.
Nine-Nine, so.
But yeah, she was one of the hairdressers, the dark-haired hairdresser.
Okay, I also noticed one of the other hairdressers, the main one, Daniela, the one that owns the shop. She was originally the original Mimi in Rent on Broadway, which I know you don't like Rent, but
Which one was Mimi?
Mimi is the one who's in love with Roger, the rock star guy.
Rockstar guy. Oh,
Are we gonna
man.
have to watch
Oh,
Rent?
was it Rosario Dawson's character?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, she was not in
gotcha.
the movie version. She was one
Yeah.
of the few that they replaced.
Yeah. 'Cause Rosario had to be in it. Maybe that's why I
How
didn't like it.
dare she?
I like Rosario Dawson. I don't know.
I was gonna say, what do you have against Rosario Dawson? But I mean, hey, some people do have a beef with her, I think, but I don't know what it's about. I've just heard. I've heard
I
things.
have no idea. She's never done anything to me, so I don't know.
Yeah, people have beef with everyone, so
That's not true. I have beef with nobody.
I doubt that's true. I could
And then
probably think of something if I thought real hard.
How dare you?
Me, you have a
You're
beef
supposed
with me.
you're supposed to be on my side. And then the third hairdresser, the man, like that little group of three there, is from Orange is the New Black.
Okay.
And apparently I saw, because I was looking, I was trying to figure out who she was. I couldn't remember. I was like, I know that face. Who is that? And yeah, she's on Orange is the New Black. And apparently it was a character that was like just added for the movie. So,
Oh, okay.
so she was fun. But yeah, a lot of familiar faces in there. And Jimmy Smits, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Can't beat the Smits man. Although I always think of Dexter with him now.
Oh yeah.
He was in
Forgot
that
he was in
fifth
Dexter.
season. And it was not the best season.
No, because how many seasons of Dexter were there?
I want to say 9.
What? I didn't mean to say that.
Is that too many?
I think that's too many. I feel like it was more
Let's
like 6.
see. We are not above looking stuff up on
That's
this
true.
podcast.
That's very true.
Let's see. Dexter.
I don't.
If I'm right,
Okay.
you owe me something.
Okay.
There were 8 seasons. I'm
8
sorry.
seasons. All right. I
I was
didn't think there were
one
that
off.
many. Maybe it's because after like season 4, it just went downhill.
Oh yeah, it was a train wreck after that.
I don't even know if
It
it
was terrible.
was season 4 that was the last good
Season
one. I
4
can't
was
remember.
very good.
Was that the one with
Lithgow.
Yeah. Okay, that was the best
Yeah.
one. Yeah, that was probably
And
the
then,
best season.
Yeah,
And then it
it
just
was
went downhill from there.
Smiths, and it was like, oh boy, Loki. And then
Yeah.
I think the next one was what's her name? Save the Last Dance.
Oh, Julia Stiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad
I
season.
think.
That
Yeah, it
was
wasn't good.
awful. And I like Julia Stiles.
Me too. But yeah, and I don't mind Jimmy Smits.
Yeah,
But
same.
did not like him in Dexter. Anyway,
Oh, Dexter. How dare
that's
you?
for another. That's for another episode of the "We're Not Having Fun Anymore" podcast.
Oh, and I think that's the name of a different podcast, by the way.
Yeah. That's our sister podcast
Yeah.
that we do, where we're just sad the whole time. Like,
We're
why?
kidding. No, we would not.
Ugh.
I mean,
We
even
watch that. We watch Weeds.
even in like sad, even if we're talking about something that we hate, we can usually have some kind of fun with it, you know.
Yeah, we're not gonna love everything, but we'll have fun.
Exactly.
But I can't have fun with Dexter
No.
after season 4. I just can't.
All right. We'll take that one off the list then.
And Weeds after like season 1.
Ugh,
I
yeah.
was done. But yeah, the overall story though, the thing I liked most about In the Heights was the like display of like Latin culture.
Mhm.
So I love Latin culture. It's the best because it reminds me of when I was growing up with all my friends from Mexico and stuff, and just like going to their barbecues and going to their houses and just, you know, being around their families all the time. It was great, and I just love that atmosphere and what they were putting out there.
Mhm.
It was really beautiful.
Yeah, I was
fun.
really I was really glad that I ate before we watched it, because when they had that meal and I was just like, "Oh my god, everything looks great."
So much food.
They didn't
yeah.
even show much of it, but I was just like, "Yes, I want that."
There's some dishes I didn't recognize, so I don't know what some of those were, but
Yeah, I don't
they
know.
looked good.
Mm-hmm.
That flan looked good. Wait, I think that was flan.
Like I said in the trailer, it was so colorful.
It was.
And when
Great colors.
Vanessa was basically running down the street and they had all of the different colored banners coming down off of the buildings.
Yeah, that was
That was
cool.
so pretty.
That
I was just like, I
was.
love how colorful it was.
And I thought all their stories were like really, you know, important stories
Mhm.
to tell. You know, the guy who has a dream of going off somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and idealizing it when he's got a good life where he's at, and other stories.
Nina going to college and having to deal
Yeah.
that story where she was searched for her roommate's
that was
necklace.
rough.
God, that
Yeah.
that pisses me off so much.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just,
just
like,
so
steaming.
annoying,
Like,
man.
why?
Yeah, that I'm glad they were telling that, showing that, because it does happen, man.
Yeah.
I've had it like happen to my friends, and while I'm there, and I'm like, what can I do? And it sucks, and I feel so bad to see that. And I've probably done stupid stuff myself and made somebody feel that way too. And it's like, God, it's just such a weird culture we live in.
Yeah, I know I've said things that, that are microaggressions and stuff, and it's things we don't think about, and we should.
Yeah.
But,
Absolutely.
you just have to ask forgiveness and,
Yeah, do
hope
better.
Hope that you can do better. Try your best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, and Sonny, I
Yeah.
noticed when he was talking to Sonny's dad, which was Mark Anthony.
Mark
by the way.
Anthony, yeah,
What?
looking
looked
so skinny.
so bad. I was like, oh my gosh. And he was really good. I mean, he was like short, very like short scene, but
Yeah,
he did a good job. And he was talking about, how do you pay Sonny? And he said with cash. And I didn't think about it. I wasn't even thinking about it because I was thinking, well, it's so that he doesn't have to do taxes.
Yeah.
Because I know people who have jobs where, it's not because, I mean, they're like legal citizens and everything.
Right.
And they just have jobs where they're just given cash.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just to keep from having to do taxes and everything. And I didn't even think, oh, he's undocumented. Didn't even think of it. And then when they went to that rally and he just broke,
Yeah. That's tough, man.
Because it's like, he's just a little boy, he wants to be able to go to college, but
yeah, it's just
tough.
That's why it's so hard to hear like just anti-immigration stuff and anger. I'm like, it's just people trying to find their way and like just have a better life, and you're just being such. Why would you be this way to these people? Like, obviously you don't know people like that. Like, you have your little bubble and you don't reach outside of it, so you're scared of everything around you, and then you justify it with whatever you got to justify it with, when really we're all just trying to do what we got to do.
Yeah. And the sad part of it,
for some people,
the sad part of it is that at the end when he gets the lottery ticket, and that's what he puts it to, is to try to get him a green card so that he can and it's like that it took him winning the lottery to be able to do this, because there's no way that he would have been able to do it before that.
Yeah. And it is just a ridiculous process. Like, it's so hard. Like, no wonder so many people are undocumented, because it's so difficult. And people don't realize that. They think, just go get documented.
Exactly.
Like, no, it's not that easy.
Yeah, because people go, well, why don't they just become citizens? Why don't they go ahead? Why don't they just,
exactly
take the test and everything? It's not that easy. It's not like
really
you just
not.
go to your local, courthouse or whatever and go, hey, I want to be a citizen. Can you give me the paperwork? No, that's not how it goes.
Right.
Even people who are in the country who have a green card because they're married to someone who lives in the country, they have to go through all kinds of stuff. They have to go through several different interviews with people. They have to do all this paperwork. They have to pay so much money. So, yeah.
It's extremely difficult. It's crazy.
And that's just to get a green card so that you can live and work here with your spouse.
Yeah. And
Imagine not having anybody here
Yep.
that can help you with that.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I thought we said we weren't going to get into deep conversation.
Oh, don't worry. I'm playing the serious music while we're talking about this.
Okay, good. This deserves some serious music. So yeah, it's a rough situation.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad they're talking about it.
Yeah, I'm glad that it was a storyline in there.
And maybe it'll open at least one person's eyes, because as many as you can. But yeah, it was a good message all around. They're proud, and you show your strength, and what was it? You keep your dignity in the small ways, and It's sad you have to do that,
Yeah.
but it's, one of those things. I don't know.
So.
Anyway.
So was there anything like really nice that we want to talk about that's not gonna like depress people?
Nope. Not at all.
Speaking of depressing, Abuela Claudia.
Oh, Abuelita.
I swear when she went, okay, it's like, oh, it's a blackout and everything. She goes to lay down. I'm like, no.
Don't lay down. Don't sleep.
Don't do that. No. You're gonna kill Abuela.
Go play bingo again.
Oh, she was so cute.
She was,
and her song was so good too.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she originated the role on Broadway.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay.
I think she was the one who did it originally.
That's good. And I really, it was really sweet seeing like all the people coming with candles. You know, because she was everyone's grandmother.
Yeah,
on the block.
she was the matriarch of the whole community.
Yeah.
She loved everybody in the community. And even like, Usnavi wasn't related to her.
Yeah.
She was there and she took him in.
Yeah.
And she took everybody
really
in,
nice.
Basically.
Yep.
What a sweet woman.
It was great. I love those people like that. They're awesome. And I thought she was gonna hook up with the dry cleaner guy. Like I thought they had a little chemistry there. I was like, hey.
I thought that too. Maybe it's just because we're so everybody needs to find somebody. Because I was like, hey, okay.
I mean, it was just because there's so much chemistry there. I mean, like, if she wants to be single the whole time, that's cool. There's something happening. I don't think we were wrong about that.
Maybe not.
Maybe they just hit it and quit it. I don't know. I don't know their life. Yeah, she was real sweet.
Yeah, probably my favorite character.
Yeah, I liked Benny too. He was good.
I did too. I really like Benny. I've seen him in something before because he was in
Black Klansman.
No, actually, yes, I have seen him. I have seen him in that. I forgot he was in that. No, he was in The Walking Dead.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, for a
what season?
Couple of seasons. It was once they got to Alexandria, I think. So you may not have been watching it. Watching at that point. But he played Heath, I think was his character.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember that's the first thing I saw him in. I totally forgot he was in Black Klansman. Also a good movie.
I've never seen it.
I've seen it once and whew.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I'll have to check it out sometime.
You should. I would recommend it.
One thing I didn't like about him is at the end when him and Nina were dancing on the building, which is a good effect. They moved into that pretty well. Stomping on people's windows.
Yeah, like what the heck? Those
how did they not break? And then secondly, man, you better get up there and clean them windows.
Because you're leaving
scuffed up with your boots. Yeah. Like, oh, I'm so happy you're in love, but I want to see out my window. So get on it, buddy. So yeah. But other than that, he was really good. Him and Jimmy Smits's dynamic was good.
Yeah, I really liked during the blackout when one of his first thoughts was, I need to go to the dispatch and do this because people are going to need to go places, basically. And then
was nobody working the dispatch though? Shouldn't somebody have been there?
Nobody's working, probably because it was a blackout. Because he had to turn on the generator to get everything running. Yeah. But yeah, nobody was working. I guess when the blackout happened, they were just like, well, guess it's time to go home. Pack it up, boys. Let's go.
My day is done.
Exactly. But then, Mr. Rosario came in and saw him there. And they were sitting there. Mr. Rosario Dawson. But yeah, he came in and saw him there and, they started working together, which was good. Yeah. And then they had their nice little talk after and everything.
So he did end up selling it, right?
Yeah, he did end up selling it.
So Benny is jobless. Right?
Yeah.
What was he?
I don't know what he's going to do.
We didn't really wrap up his thing. Like, I guess
maybe
he'll find another job. I don't know.
Maybe they said something when he was talking to Nina, and she was about to go back to California.
Yeah.
So maybe they said something and I just missed it.
He said he would go out there to see her.
Yeah. So
but I didn't
hear
anything else.
As good as mine. I have no idea. Maybe he's gonna start working at the bodega. I don't know.
Bodega's gonna employ everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't at the group meeting, so I don't know. What did you think of the redesigned bodega and her outfits and everything? Not your style?
No.
You don't like Jackson Pollock paintings on your clothes?
Actually, the first one, the one she was standing next to, that one wasn't so bad. I actually thought that was kind of cute. But some of the other ones they showed, I was like, oh.
Yeah. They're
not
very
my
colorful.
style. But,
yeah.
I mean, some people like it, like that kind of stuff, and good for them if they like it. Cool.
Yeah.
But it's not, like I said, it's not my style.
Yeah.
But
it's true.
I did like some of the other costumes, like that they were actually wearing.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of the dresses and stuff that that Vanessa was wearing. Like the one where when they went dancing and everything. That was cute.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good outfits. Yeah, that club scene especially. Everybody was looking real fly, as the children say. I imagine.
Looking real fly.
I'm pretty hip. What about the big reveal that he's been telling the story in the bodega the whole time? Spoilers, I guess.
I mean, this whole thing is going to be spoilers.
Yeah, it's true.
Probably should have said that at the beginning, but whoops.
Yeah, well, if you're listening to a thing about In the Heights,
Yeah, you should expect spoilers if it's something this long about about a movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description.
Okay.
It's all on the listener at that point.
Yep.
If you're mad right now listening to this, it's your own fault.
You should have watched it.
Yeah. Stop listening to our podcast if you don't like it. Unsubscribe. We don't want you. No, don't leave.
So what did I, are you asking if I liked it or?
Yeah, just, your thoughts. Because
I
I was trying to be like,
I was trying to figure out.
How did he get here?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why he left. Because I know he wanted to go back to fix the bar and everything because it was his dad's bar. But, I mean, he had so much going for him there in Washington Heights. And I was like.
And what? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and I figured that, that he ended up with Vanessa. But I was like, and she's really just going to go to the Dominican Republic with him and fix up the bar and have kids and everything? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, because once that kid called him dad, I'm like, well, he had to have gone with Vanessa, or else this is going to be a real weird story.
Yeah.
Of like, I moved here and I guess I fell in love with your mom, but I always wanted this other girl the whole time.
And I just told you a whole story about how I wanted this other girl. Exactly. And by the way, that little girl, so cute. And she looked a lot like Anthony Ramos.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, they all those kids were cute.
All those kids were, yep, exactly. All of them adorable.
But yeah, I had the same thought of like, okay, so if it is Vanessa, she just I was thinking either she became like a really famous designer and they were like, let's move to Costa Rica and redo everything and
Costa Rica.
Oh, where's the Dominican Republic? Sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know why I was thinking Costa Rica. Then I was like, well, he's not at his dad's stand. He's selling like coconut water on the beach. Like, he's just got like a little stand. I don't think things went very well when he moved over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, it was at the bodega the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was nice. I liked the new look of it.
Mm-hmm. I like the painting in the background and, what was it, the crab in the corner?
Yeah.
It's the best part.
They were arguing about how he would make a lot of money selling it.
And the thing is, when it first showed, when it showed them at the bar in the Dominican Republic when he's telling the story to the kids, at one point it shows a green crab.
Mm-hmm.
Because I caught that. I was like, well, that looks very computer generated.
Yeah, I was like, are there green crabs like that?
Kind of weird, And then at the end, when you find out that Sonny had put the little green crab in the corner, I was like, oh, that's the green crab. That's cute.
Yeah, it was a good little bit.
Mm-hmm, good little throwback.
Good little nod like that. It felt like the layout was a little different though. Where I'm like, did they spend a lot of money remodeling this place or what? But maybe I'm wrong about that.
I don't know. Didn't really notice.
Yeah, I was too swept up in the emotion.
I did make notes, of course, because that's,
Oh,
I guess that's what I
all
do
right.
now. I make notes.
Let's do it. That's good.
Well, I have
I've been the
so...
note person in all the other ones, so I'm glad somebody else is now.
Okay. So I have so many notes, though, but we've gone over a lot of this stuff. I'm
Okay.
just going to look through and see if there was anything that we didn't talk about.
Okay.
Oh, one of the things is, I noticed you laughed, and I'm assuming you laughed at this, was that when somebody was on hold, I can't remember who it was, but it was playing.
Oh, yeah.
It was playing.
Jimmy
music
Smith
from
was on
Hamilton.
hold.
Yeah, that's who it was. And it was playing You'll Be Back, I think.
Yes.
An
Yep.
instrumental version of You'll Be Back. I was like, I know this
Yay.
song.
That's
great.
awesome. That was really good. I feel like there might have been another point where another song played.
Maybe. I
can't
didn't
remember.
notice, but
Like somebody, like a stereo was playing something. But I could be wrong about that. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
I loved the gossiping in the salon.
Yeah.
In the little
that
song.
whole number, I loved that number.
That was so
That was
much fun.
It really was.
It was really cute.
Yeah,
but
those actresses were nailing it.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
definitely.
great.
Speaking of nailing it, those nails. How do you do anything with nails like that?
I tell you.
I've never even had a manicure. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people get like, French tips and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I still don't even see how you could do anything with that. But those nails with like jewels and everything, they look so cool. But how do you do
Yeah.
anything with them?
Yeah, I have a friend at work that gets her nails done like that sometimes, and
Yeah.
like it's a talent doing stuff with it.
It has to be.
I'm watching. I'm like, oh wow, all right.
I've seen people with nails like that typing like on their phones. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you do that? I have a hard enough time with no fingernails. Oh, well, not no fingernails, because that'd be real weird. I do have fingernails.
Yeah.
I assure
rip
you,
off my
they're just
fingernails. It's cool.
they're normal length fingernails. I do have fingernails. God,
Stop accusing me of not having nails.
exactly. So, but just with very short fingernails, it's hard for me
Mhm.
to type anything on my phone. You know this because I text you and I'm like, oh my God, my fat fingers have just messed everything up.
Yeah, I do that all the time too.
So how do you do that with the nails? But still really cool looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So neat. So pretty.
I would not be able to like paint that because it seems like it's a very delicate practice.
Oh yeah. And
I would be very nervous.
I've tried painting my nails, even though I have real short nails. I've tried painting things on them before.
Mm-hmm.
That is tough. It is not easy. And
I can imagine.
anybody who can do what those women were doing,
Yeah.
that is talent.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think Usnavi said something about that to Vanessa too, who's like, you're so
Yeah.
talented. And I was like, yeah, I saw those nails. Those things were
Yeah.
awesome.
That is nothing to scoff at.
No.
Sure.
Oh, another thing I know, I write down the weirdest notes sometimes. So when they were in the bodega, Usnavi is like trying to when he's doing like the little thing with the nose, nose sliding on.
That was fun.
Hilarious. He is so cute. He's so adorable.
Yes,
And then-
that was cute.
And then Sonny is like back behind the thing. He has a bag of chips. He takes a chip out. He bites it.
Yeah.
And he puts the other part of the chip back in the bag. And I'm like,
I missed
Sonny,
him doing that.
no, what are you doing? It's like, you can't just take a bite of a chip and put the chip back in the bag. That's not how we do things.
I mean, maybe it's just his bag.
I hope so. It was a large bag. I hope
was
he's
a
not
very
sharing
big
with
bag.
anybody. Because if he is, if I went there and he was like, here, you want a chip? And I pull out a half-eaten chip? Boy, no.
Ew.
Oh, man. It was funny, though. It made me
kids.
laugh. I was like, what are you doing?
That's Sonny was really fun. I really
I
liked
liked him. Yeah.
He was a real fun kid. That
So
was
cute.
great.
Also, yeah, I pointed out while we were watching it that one of the songs sounded a lot like Eminem, because I was like, this sounds like Lose
Yeah,
Yourself.
yeah.
And
What
I don't
it
even
was.
listen to rap or hip hop.
Yeah.
Not a big rap hip hop fan.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, this sounds so familiar. Like, I know I've heard this one.
Yeah, it did have that.
It had
for sure.
it had the same beat or something. I don't know exactly what it was, but it had a very familiar sound to it. So that was kind of fun. So when they were at the pool, that guy with the arms.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
I was like, I'm going to vomit. Please stop.
Like, that's a cool talent, but I don't want to watch you do it.
Exactly. It's like, I saw it once.
Much.
Please stop.
He like rotated it completely.
Yes. I'm like,
that's just, it's not connected to your body at that point.
I was like what the heck? Please stop. I saw it once. That was enough. You don't have to keep doing it.
So like, why? Why?
Yeah.
That pool scene was really good, though. I really liked that scene.
Yeah, that was fun. At one point, it looked like Usnavi was like in front of a green screen, though. Did you notice that? Okay. I don't know if he was, but it looked like that. Because I know that sometimes, I've taken pictures myself before where it looks like I'm in front of a green screen, and I don't know why. Because I have a picture of myself in front of Spaceship Earth in Epcot. And I'm like, it's like right at the entrance to whatever that's called. Future World, I think is what they call it. I don't know. It may be something different now, but back then when I went in like 2013, that's what it was called, I think. Yeah. And so there's some flowers behind me. There's Spaceship Earth in the background. And the sky is like perfectly blue. And it just looks like I don't belong there. I'm like, why does it look like this? I promise I was there. I have other pictures of this place. I was totally there, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm wondering if it was something like that or if it actually was green screen.
I think it was because it had the same look as whenever Benny and Nina were on the balcony.
Okay.
The fire escape in front of the bridge, and then they started walking on the walls. Like it had that same look. It was just kind of too sharp or something.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was green screen.
Okay. I don't know why that popped in my head, but it did. I don't even have that one on my list, so who knows?
We're just trying not to think about this double jointed guy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to like take that out of my. I'm trying to just forget
green screens, anything.
Oh my God, anything. The splashing in the pool. I don't know.
Abuelita's dead. Oh.
Oh my God. So
in college, me and my friend would go to our other friend's house, and we would, enjoy the night, have a few drinks, and eventually I would sit on their chair, and they had like an Afghan on it. And I would just wrap myself up in the Afghan, like over my head and everything. And they told me I looked like a little grandmother, and they would call me Abuelita all the time. So that was my nickname for a while.
So
I liked it.
When you bundle up, you look like a little grandmother.
I do.
And this is who I'm dating. I'm dating a little grandmother. Great! Cool.
I'll take care of you.
Hey,
are you hungry?
I've got some candy in my pocket if you want it.
Would you like a butterscotch?
Okay. Hey, I like butterscotch. If you got butterscotch in your pocket, I'm cool with it.
I don't. Would you like a little strawberry candy?
No.
It's gross.
I have choked on one of those before. I don't think I've ever told you the story.
Yeah?
I was staying with a friend of the family.
Well, former friend of the family.
No.
Before they choked you with a strawberry
candy. No. And we were like, I think we were playing Pictionary, actually, because it was like me and there are like 4 kids in their family, but they're all older than me. And I don't think they were all there, but several of them were. And we were all playing Pictionary. And I was eating one of those strawberry candies. And I don't know what happened, but a little piece of it got stuck in my throat. And I thought I was dying. Because that's just how I was. I always thought I was dying when I was a child. So I thought I was dying. And I started screaming. I was like, I'm joking. I'm dying. I'm dying. And their dad, he's like this gruff guy. He goes, you're not dying. If you were dying, you couldn't be screaming like that. And I felt real stupid. And then I was like, I want to go home.
Oh, ruin the party.
Yep. So
you were probably trying to throw it up and catch it in your mouth. It just went
No,
straight
I
into
think I had like chewed it and a little piece of it got caught in the back of my throat or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so needless to say, I don't really like those strawberry candies. I have
Yeah,
not eaten them again since because I'm like,
You've got
you choked
PTSD
me once.
from strawberry candy.
You choked me once. I'm not going to let it happen again. So
Nice dry strawberry industry.
Exactly.
Big strawberry.
Big strawberry. God, I've got strawberries in my fridge right now. I should just throw them out.
You should.
I'm not going to. I might actually eat them after this.
I ordered, this is, we're just not talking about in the Heights anymore.
It's fine.
I got my groceries delivered because it's like 116 outside.
Oh, yeah.
And so I ordered watermelon, like cubed up watermelon to
Ooh.
like they have plastic things with them,
Yeah.
And I guess they didn't have it. I don't know. They didn't ask me about this, but they were like, I'm going to just substitute a whole quarter of a watermelon for you. So you can do whatever you want with this.
You can cut this
We're
up
gonna
yourself.
call that even. I'm like, okay. Thank you. I guess. So
Oh, man.
yeah, now I didn't really have the room for it I wanted, so I had to make some choices.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. It was an interesting lunch.
You ate half a watermelon.
That's all I did was just eat a watermelon.
Just watermelon. This is my whole meal. I mean, honestly, the other day I bought some bread at the bakery, and it was like this garlic. It was like a garlic bread, which is weird. It's not like garlic bread that you would think of that you're eating with like spaghetti or whatever. It was like this loaf of bread, but garlic was like baked into it, and it was like big cloves of garlic.
Oh, wow.
And I was not expecting that much garlic. But anyway, I ended up eating like half of it when I got home, and that was my dinner. I was like, this was a bad idea.
Garlic bread's so good, though.
It was very tasty. I actually had some of it today because I still have some left over. I sliced it up, and I put some provolone cheese on top of it, and heated it up a little bit in the oven so that the provolone melted. Ooh, so good. That was like my lunch.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was very tasty. Very tasty. Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, I don't know why we're talking about food, but
I mean, as the podcast goes on, you'll find out that's like our main thing. We're going to be talking about food a lot.
Actually, we're just going to be going off into like the distance. You're going to be like, how did they get there? I don't know how this happened, but we did it. It's there. We're way over here, like 3 miles away from where we're supposed to be. Eventually, we'll walk back.
The podcast is called "We're Having Fun," not "We're Focused on a Topic."
Exactly. But back to the topic.
Back to it.
So I did notice, I said something about callbacks earlier to other things. I noticed the callback with the like tied to go marker thing. That was so cute. And he's like, I'm learning.
He uses it later?
He uses it later on the girl.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm learning.
I like that he said that I'm learning and like tapped his head, and she was like looking the other way and kind of ignoring it at that point. She's like, yeah, you're doing good. Okay.
You're doing good, sweetie.
I'm learning.
So cute.
It was.
Another note that I have is when Nina is when they're at the party or the dinner basically, and Benny comes in and he's like, I saw you talking to
the dry cleaner
guy. I saw you talking. What was that about? And he's like, well, I went ahead and sold it so that you can go back to college and all this stuff. And I swear it gave me a real I don't want your life vibe.
I don't want your
life. And that I don't know why, but that gets stuck in my head so much.
You've got the Varsity Blues.
Yep, I guess. And I've seen that movie once.
Oh yeah.
But I've seen that clip so many times.
My question is that, it's a very grand gesture, and that's cool. You got to do what you got to do to, do what you do.
Yeah.
But like that's her sophomore year now that he's paid for.
Yeah.
Because he sold the first half for the freshman year.
For the freshman year. Yeah.
Second half for the sophomore year.
What are they going to do after that?
What's he selling next? Like,
he has nothing else to sell.
Yeah. So
it's like you still have 2 more years at least to get through.
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So hopefully she gets some grants or something, or
I hope so.
I don't know, but hopefully that works out for her.
I mean, it seems like maybe she could have transferred to a closer school so she's not having to, because that's all the way in California. You know, you're paying like out of state tuition.
Oh man, yeah.
It's got to be
so
astronomical.
Expensive.
And it's like, was there not somewhere in, what was she going for? Did they say?
I don't know what she was originally going for.
Yeah.
She ended up going for probably for immigration law kind of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what she was originally doing. But I mean, she was a freshman. She didn't know what she was doing.
That's true. Most freshmen are undeclared anyway, so.
I was undeclared for 2 years after that. So.
Obviously, I was undeclared and didn't realize it because I put that I wanted to be an English major and I started taking all these English classes and they had me on every paperwork saying I was an English major. And then when I got ready to graduate and I had to declare graduation or whatever, fill out my stuff, they're like, you don't even have a major. And I'm like, what?
Jeez.
And they're like, yeah, you don't have a major. And I'm like, I'm an English major. I've been taking English classes. They're like, well, we don't have that down. And I'm like, and also, while we're at it, just go ahead and throw in an art history major because I've already taken a bunch of those too.
I've already
so
done the work.
Technically, I didn't even declare either of my majors until a year before I graduated. I don't know. It was weird. It was very strange, but I don't know how that happened, but it did.
Yeah, they really sat me down and forced me to declare it. They were like, all right, enough messing around. Let's do this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but I'm like,
and I made the wrong decision.
Yeah, all my transcripts and everything, when I would get my transcripts every semester with my grades, it said English, that was my major. Yeah. It's like, how did you not know that this wasn't, this was obviously my major.
Yeah.
I guess I just didn't fill out the actual paperwork. I don't know. It was weird.
Who knows?
But yeah, what are they going to do for the rest of her college?
No. Yeah. Hopefully now that she's more hopefully now that she's more motivated, knows she's not just trying to fit in, and knows she's going to be facing some tough stuff, that she is aimed in the right direction and can make some strides at that and maybe get some help in other ways.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know, we'll just assume everything went really well.
Okay.
Because if we just good. She filled out. It's hopeful, but it didn't work out. Any other?
Yeah, I have a couple of other things. I have so much. I literally had 3 pages of notes. I mean, it's a small notebook, but I had 3 pages.
Nice.
So one of the other things, I laughed so much when Usnavi was trying to, when they were in the club, basically, and he was... Mm-hmm. He was just messing up everything. It's like, boy.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing? He buys the drink for the other girl, and she only speaks Spanish or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they start dancing, and he's just like, you were in over your head. You were so in over your head.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're doing.
Firecracker.
And then he gets over there, and he's finally about to dance with Vanessa, and she's like, yeah, finally, let's dance. And he's like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go over here. You want a shot?
Yeah, gonna get shots and stuff. Oh, it's so weird.
It's like, Snavi, what are you doing, boy? It's like, she obviously likes you and wants to dance with you. Just dance with the girl. Oh, it's so hard to watch.
So I think I've made dumb mistakes like that though too with girls. I gotta do this, and they're like, okay, well,
they're like,
it's not good.
Okay, this is not working out, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So, last page. I'm on the last page of notes, and it's only half a page. Okay. So here we go. We're almost done. I think there's only 3 more things.
All right.
I take it back. 2 more things.
All right.
So, during the Carnaval del Barrio, I think was the name of the thing.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm not doing my, not trilling my R's.
Gotta
roll in my R's.
Yeah.
I'm from Alabama. Anyway, I noticed at one point where they started dancing. Who was it? What's her name? Daniela started dancing with someone, and I swear they were doing the paso doble, which is
What is that?
it's a dance, but it makes me think
imagine.
of Strictly Ballroom, which I know you have watched because I
Oh,
made you
yeah.
watch it. That's the big dance that
Yeah.
they do, that they're like practicing and everything. And I was like, are they
Uh-huh.
doing the Paso Doble? Pretty sure
That'd be
they
cool
were.
if they were.
So pretty
I
sure
have no
that's what it
idea.
was. It looked like it. They were
Yeah.
doing some of the same motions and everything, and I was like, I really hope that's what it was. I hope that I, pulled that out of it. I don't know why, but I
Let us
really like
know
that movie. So yeah,
online if you know.
exactly. If
you
you know if they
if
were
you
doing the Paso
noticed.
Doble, let us know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then the last thing that I have written down, is the very last note that I have, is during the
Mm-hmm.
finale song. At one point, he says, "Merry Christmas, you old building and loan."
Yeah.
I figured
Yeah.
you would have pointed that out because I know you love It's a Wonderful
Yeah,
Life.
I did, and I loved when he said that. That was great. There were so many like little things like that,
Yeah.
and all the songs and stuff, and pretty much in his character, just a lot of stuff like that I really enjoyed. Part of why I really liked the movie.
Yeah, there were a couple of other things that they referenced. I can't remember what any of them were. I'll have to watch it
Yeah.
again. But well, there was a lot of stuff about Frodo. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was during the one
Yeah.
where it sounded like Lose Yourself, when they were on the way to the
Uh-huh.
swimming pool, I guess it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that the
said-
one it was? It was
I
like,
can't remember.
what was it called? Was it, hold on, it was 96,000. Is that the name of it? Because it was about the lottery ticket?
I thought, well, maybe.
Or was it a different
Yeah,
one?
because that's where they were going to swim.
Yeah,
This
because
is
they were
swimming
going to
pool?
swim, and that's when Sonny
Yeah,
answered
they
the phone and
started
they
out
found
there.
out about the lottery ticket.
Yeah.
So I guess that's
Yeah,
what it
that's
was.
it.
But yeah, there was a lot of stuff about Mr. Frodo, and I was like, oh my
Mhm.
god. You don't know, I love Lord of the Rings so much. So anything to do with Lord of the Rings, I'm like all in. So
And I feel like
There were
before
a
he
couple
made
of other
that
things, too, I think.
reference, he referenced something else, but I can't remember what it was.
yeah, I can't either. It's just that I know
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he said Frodo a couple of times, and that's why it stuck out
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, I really enjoyed it.
It's so fun,
I really
yeah.
like Anthony Ramos. I hope I see him in other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice, because
Yeah.
I liked his character. I really liked Usnavi,
Me too. And yeah, like I said earlier,
which I
liked
liked
him in
most of the
Hamilton also.
characters. I don't think there was any
Yeah.
character that I didn't like,
Me neither.
other than
I
I
really
mean,
liked them all.
I didn't like Mr. Softy.
How dare you?
I'm
Mr. Softy's
I'm
just trying to make his way in the world.
It was so funny as I was watching that. I was like, Piraguas guy just went crazy. Because he's like, I love when he like squirts the syrup on somebody's
On the kids.
on that kid's
their
ice cream cone. I'm like, oh no, that's gonna taste awful. Oh man. And then he's just like
Yeah.
all up over everything. He's like, how dare you, Mr. Softy? How dare you come to this corner and try to sell your ice cream?
But how do we know that Lin-Manuel's character is a good guy? Like, he's roaming on buses singing, and people are like, what the heck? Get out of the bus, bro.
Very true. We don't know.
We gotta
He,
go.
maybe he's secretly the bad guy.
I thought the doors were going to close and he was going to lose his cart. Singing on the bus.
I don't,
He's-
I don't think there really was a bad guy.
That really wasn't. The
I mean,
bad
I know that
guy is like, I guess, gentrification and
Yeah.
society.
Yeah, I
kind
guess
of.
so. I
And
guess
the
so,
heat.
yeah.
The heat's the bad guy
Racism.
in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blackouts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, all the characters.
I mean, because even like,
It wasn't bad
even,
character.
you're probably supposed to think that Nina's dad is like a bad guy, but he's not.
Right. Yeah.
He just
He's a good
doesn't
dude.
understand, he doesn't understand
Yeah.
her. And then, at the end, everything works out.
Yeah.
he's not a bad
just
guy.
doing
It's just
the best
he's-
he can.
Yeah, he's trying to help his daughter
Or what
any way that he
thinks is
can.
the best.
I did write down, I did skip over this one, I forgot. I noticed that Usnavi at one point said something about legacy, which made me think of Hamilton. And I was like,
Legacy.
does Lin-Manuel always just have to write about legacies?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of similarities here.
Yeah, there are.
You've got the immigrant coming
Mhm.
over to make their way, and and that's about as far as I've got because I'm just not thinking about it. But... and then George Washington is there.
Hamilton was
And
there.
that's all I got. Yeah,
Lawrence was there.
Main guy has a kid. Running out of stuff.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
some of the themes I'm sure are there, but
yeah. Were there any notes?
I don't have any other notes.
Yeah.
Those are all of my notes. Can you believe
it? Those were good notes. I'm glad because I
Were
forgot
they?
about a lot of stuff. They were. I forgot about a lot of the stuff and that I did want to mention, so I'm glad you brought them up.
Yeah.
Good news.
I was going to say, by the way, you can cut out all the parts where I'm like, oh my God, he's so cute. Because I'm sure there are probably some of those in there.
I won't.
Okay.
I'll just insert you saying that it's me.
Okay.
That's so cute. Good news for Anthony Ramos.
Mm-hmm.
He will be in the next Transformers movie.
Oh.
So, yeah. Good for him.
Oh boy. I'm not sure I can stomach it. Unless it is like a sequel to Bumblebee.
No.
Okay.
Probably
well then
not.
never mind. Because that one was actually okay.
Probably not. I didn't watch that one. I kind of was done with the Transformers after the second one. So, yeah. But anyway, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll probably eventually evolve into having stuff, some little sections, some bits to close out the episode or fun things and all this. But for now, we're just dipping our toes in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a little wet. By the way, why was the lotto only like $96,000? It seems very low for a lottery.
I don't know. Maybe they recently had like a bigger one, and it somebody hit like the big jackpot or something, and
maybe, but I don't know that I've ever heard of one that low before. But I don't pay attention to the lottery that much, so I don't know for sure.
Maybe it was only 96,000 because maybe that was split in with several people. Like there were several people who had the winning tickets. There were the winning numbers.
Could be.
And so they split it so many ways. I don't know, because I know they do that, if there's more than one winning ticket.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Maybe they explained it and I missed it.
A lot of people.
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't think so, but...
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know, because, we don't have a lottery in Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Which is stupid.
You don't enjoy that fun.
We're not going to get into that.
That's for another podcast when we buy a lot of lottery tickets. See if we win, and we won't. And that's probably not going to happen. Anyway, I think we're done. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done with this podcast forever.
Yeah.
This was the only episode we're doing, so
I
I hope you enjoyed it.
Last episode of the podcast. Let us know if you want to hear more, even though we won't. We're
even
done
though
forever.
We already said we've quit. We already said it's over.
Stop trying to... Okay, you want us over. We'll do another one.
Okay, fine. One more episode.
Fans have demanded it.
God.
Who are we to deny the masses? But no, I like it so far. I think this is going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. And we're going to get real comfortable eventually and just start slinging out stuff. And I'm going to be real annoying at some point. And that'll be even better.
It's okay. I'll probably be real annoying at some point too, especially when I start singing. Because, yeah.
No. All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for listening. And thank you, Krista, for joining me as always.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you next week, probably.
I hope so.
If I don't mess up editing. Bye.
Bye.